Welcome to Vibes of India. I'm Janvi and today we are here with yet another episode of My Journey, My Vibes. In this segment we talk about people, their struggles, their journey and their plans ahead. Today we have with us Datta Shelat. She is a fashion enthusiast, digital content creator and she's everywhere fashion is. So we'll talk about her and take a deep dive in her journey and what were her struggles. So welcome Datta to Vibes of India.
Thank you Janvi, it was a pleasure and thank you for the great introduction as well.
Thank you. And to start with, tell us about your roots. I mean, we always know you for the lovely pictures that you put on social media. But tell us about your upbringing. Did you dream of becoming the person that you are today?
No, I don't. I wouldn't say, because I think none of the Instagram influencers thought of it because it wasn't there. It's just a very booming new market. So basically, my dad is an IAS officer and PV Trivedi, and he has been collector, he has been education commissioner. So I was born and brought up into a family where education is the utmost priority. And I've changed 12 schools, 4 colleges. I studied in New York I'm a computer engineer, and I've worked in New York. I've worked in Manhattan as a vice president in a healthcare industry.
Okay.
I have worked as a head of a dental office for so long. So this was never in my dream.
To get into this domain.
Yes, and my dad, I guess none of my family is still on Insta and they always wonder what I do. When I dress up every day, they always wonder what I do. So yeah, it was never on the card.
But when you were, say, in Manhattan, or when you were growing up, were you inclined towards fashion? Were you inclined towards style? Was that ever in your list?
Yes, I think since I was 5, every occasion I had my dress decided. Every time I would be upset when my dress was not right. So that was something in my life. NIFT was one career that I thought of. But I think at that time, I think doctor and engineer for a smart kid was a very given profession. Though I never had a pressure, but then I chose for somebody so bright. I think engineering was the way to go.
Okay.
So I selected that, and I always had a dream that I'll go to New York. I always felt like I was meant for USA. You know, I wanted much more free society and culture for girls.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the only thing I thought of. I was very passionate since I can remember about fashion.
Yeah. And how was it walking from, say, a Gujarati accent to adapting to the New York's accent? Like,
not only Gujarati accent. I've studied throughout in Gujarati medium because my dad is, very hardcore believer of education in mother tongue. He has been, head of commissioner of higher education also, and he is a firm believer. And I studied in Gujarati medium. There were villages where we were transferred in Mehsana and all, where they did not have an English medium school also. But I think what you learn and what you understand is very important. The language is just a way to express. And I feel very proud to speak Gujarati, and I feel utterly humiliated when you get laughed at for speaking in Gujarati. I feel like if it's your mother tongue and you बहुत clearly bolo, it's a very respectful thing. When somebody is not very clear about that mother tongue,
it reflects a lot about them.
It reflects a lot about them, of what you care about. So it was not easy. Actually, science mein jare lidu, it was not easy because lot of the technical terms were in English. So it was very difficult for me to biology na ekdam Sanskrit jiva word to understand in English. But it's a process. It's a process which I enjoyed, and I respect every language as a language. So Gujarati mari maa chhe, પણ બાકી બધી ભાષાઓને હું માસી તરીકે respect આપું છું.
Very interesting.
So it never bothered me. And I think changing 12 schools, my dad always felt, even now at 70, he feels guilty. I don't have a route. Emna career na karne I had to change so much, but I think that is what shaped me to who I am today.
So where were you born and to which places did you travel?
I was born in Rajkot.
Okay.
And places I've traveled like everywhere, from Mehsana to Jamnagar to Rajkot, Baroda.
Mostly it was Saurashtra?
Delhi. No, Saurashtra I think I have only stayed Rajkot and Jamnagar. And I think everywhere in Gujarat. I think Delhi also I've lived. So everywhere in Gujarat I have traveled. 12 schools is not easy. But I think that is what has shaped me. If I always feel like a second grade ne third grade na child tarike, if I walk into new school every year and if I have confidence to be a topper in that school, be loved by teachers, make friends, I can go anywhere. Yeah. Now I'm much more older and I have much more skills than what I had as a kid. So I think that has shaped me, and it's the most valuable thing that my dad has gifted me. To be this independent woman is give that kind of childhood.
True. And what made you leave your life in New York and shift to Ahmedabad?
My husband is a lawyer, and they have a law firm which is one of the oldest. In Gujarat, 100-year-old, fourth generation. So અહીંયા law business માં કેવું છે, you don't hire lawyers. Family only works. That is how the law firm runs. So when my in-laws asked કે અમને તારી જરૂર છે to my husband, and he wasn't rather not willing, and I felt like કે એક father એના son ને કહે તો son should be there. For a country or for our dreams, we cannot compromise on family. So I was really supportive of coming back. Though it was very hard. હું જ્યારે પાછી આવી તો મારા માટે બહુ જ hard હતું, because I was now a daughter-in-law of a very traditional family. Yes, there I was a daughter with a very independent parents, અને જ્યારે હું ખાલી ભણતી હતી, I was just studying, and here I had a lot of responsibility which I didn't mind, but it was very hard. And I think till my daughter was born, હું 100% સેટ ના થઈ. મને એમ ક્યાંક લાગ્યા કરતું હતું કે ના, આપણે ત્યાં રહ્યા હોત તો આઈ હેડ બેટર કરિયર, ને હું શું બની ગઈ હોત, ને વોટ આર માય એસ્પિરેશન્સ. ને અમદાવાદ કે ગુજરાત ડઝન્ટ હેવ દેટ મેનહેટન ફીલ. મને લાઈફ બહુ જ સ્લો લાગી અહીંયા. સો ઇટ વોઝ ટફ. બટ વેન માય ડોટર વોઝ બોર્ન, મને થયું કે આ જે વસ્તુ આટલો પેરેન્ટ્સ અને આટલો ફેમિલીનો લવ એને જે મળે છે, it's uncomparable. And it's worth it to be here. I think that is when I made up my peace. So when I moved here, I tried working for a BPO, પણ એ બધી રાતની જોબ હોય, because મારું એક્સપિરિયન્સ યુએસમાં બહુ જ હતું, તો મારી બધી જ જોબ એવી હતી. ઓફકોર્સ maybe they offered me more money, જે હું યુએસમાં કરતી હતી એનાથી વધારે, પણ those late night shifts ને એ બધું જ did not go with my family. And મને એમ થાય કે at the end of the day, when you walk into the home, if you are not happy and family is not happy,
then what's the...
it's not worth, because I was not only working for money. So I stopped that. Pachi Monsoon, the multi-designer store, I became partner, because fashion was my ultimate passion. And મને એવું થયું કે it is flexible. કે હું સ્ટોરમાં ના જઉં તો કપડા નહીં વેચાય, but then I don't have a boss. I loved that feeling of being my own boss. Being a businesswoman. I think in my family, none side કોઈ બિઝનેસમાં ગયું જ નથી. I'm the first one who was doing business. કે તમારા જ પૈસા ને તમે જ boss. Everybody is in a profession, or you know, they were in a government job or something like that. But so yeah, I made my family proud there also. But after my daughter, I wanted to take a break. કે આની જોડે જ રહેવું છે 3 વર્ષ. This is what I want to do full time. અને then it sort of fell. મારું નેટવર્ક એટલા બધા ડિઝાઇનર્સ જોડે હતું. મારી ફેશન સ્ટાઇલ લોકોને બહુ જ ઇમ્પ્રેસ કરતી હતી. People always ask me કે તે ક્યાંથી લીધું. અને I sort of was an influencer without having Instagram. And lot of people like Deepali Shah, friends ne badaye, they've hired me કે ભાઈ તું અમારા માટે આ કર. And from that it all started, and lot of people started approaching me, and they didn't know કે મારા ફ્રેન્ડ્સ ના હોય તો હું કેવી રીતે એમના માટે કામ કરી શકું. And one fine day I realized કે ચલો મારે હવે as an influencer launch કરવી છે. I want to thank my friend Chaitali Shah, who really pushed me. She is a makeup artist. એની પણ આટલી જ બધી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ જર્ની છે મારા જેવી. તો she really pushed me કે ના તારે બનવું જ જોઈએ. અને that really clicked. That tricked. One night we were sitting, Parthiv Patel the cricketer and Chaitali Shah, both were saying it, and it something clicked in my head જે હું 2 વર્ષથી વિચારતી હતી, and it shaped up. And next morning I changed my Instagram account to public account and said કે I am an influencer now. And I launched my career. Saras, I got a break from a first exhibition March ma. And then COVID thing happened. So I was rather regretting कि अब वो केवी रीते થઈ શકે. You know, I just launched my career and this happened. But I think that was a boom. That was a peak. Everything moved to Instagram. Everything moved to digital content.
So it helped you in your career.
It helped me, which was an opportunity. It was little depressing. એક તો ત્યારે મારી જોડે કોઈ સ્ટાફ જ નહોતો. So 7 જણાનું cooking, cleaning, maintaining a house of 7, and I have almost 17 rooms in my home. એ બધું જ I was maintaining with a child, homeschooling. અને ત્યારે doing this was a pain. પણ I did not. અને એ ટાઈમે દીપ્તિ જિંદલ had called me કે you're all over Instagram અને મારે તને હાયર કરવી છે as an influencer, and I felt like I'm going on the right path.
Okay.
I'm doing something good. And I started with it. It went really well, and in the middle I felt like I'm losing a little track. ત્યારે ચિત્રક શાહ from Shivalik gave me one very important advice. કે you decide your goal, કે તારે you want fame from this or you want money from this. કોઈ પણ પ્રોજેક્ટ આવે ને તો think and you will be in a right direction. I think that helped me like anything till today.
What did you choose?
I think I said I want to do it for fame. I want to do it for my passion. કે મને લાગે છે કે આ કપડા હું આ રીતે સરસ સ્ટાઇલ કરીને અમદાવાદમાં જે ખૂટે છે સ્ટાઇલિંગ, because we have a very traditional culture. તો બોમ્બે દુબઈના ડિઝાઇનર અહીંયા આવે તો એ કપડા આપણે કેવી રીતે પહેરી શકીએ કે મને મારા ફાધર ઇન લો કે જોઈન્ટ ફેમિલીની સામેથી નીકળતા વિચાર ના આવે. because that is how we live. We don't live in a flat with husband and wife. Most of us live in a family. We go in a social gathering, and Ahmedabad is a small world. So how do you style it? Was my thing that I wanted to present to the city. And એ મને થયું કે હું બધું જ સ્ટાઇલ કરીને દેખાડું. I want a fame કે આ કંઈ પણ સરસ સ્ટાઇલ કરી શકે છે, આ કંઈ પણ she can make anything look graceful. And she fits in Ahmedabad. Because I didn't want to dream of being in a New York Fashion Week right away. I wanted to start small. I wanted to have my niche. So that I think that gave me a lot of direction. That one line that happened. I worked for fame, and now money is a side product. Even today, let's say we as an influencer are minting money. I would say in last 3 months we are minting money, but then I still see, I don't let it get into my head. It is a side product for me. કોઈ એવું ડિઝાઇનર આવીને મને કહે દત્તા you do it for me, I don't go by money.
You
I
go
see
by
કે હું શું કરી શકું છું. Yes, and I what I did in New York, main work મારું was sales. એટલે સેલ કરવાનું, કોઈ પણ ટ્રીટમેન્ટ, સેલિંગ ધ ઓફિસ, સેલિંગ સમથિંગ.
Now you do it through your own profile.
Through my work. તો કોઈ વાર કેવું થાય કે હું જ્યારે ડીલ કરું ને કોઈની જોડે વાત કરું ને એ વસ્તુ પતે નહીં તો it bothers me so much કે મને એમ થાય કે મારે કરવું જ પડશે, ભલે ઓછા પૈસા આવે પણ that sales person within me gets so bothered by the whole thing.
How did your family, your joint family, react to your decision of getting into the glamour field?
See, it did not start with glamour. Slowly થયું કારણ કે I couldn't announce કે હું influencer છું કારણ કે મને ખબર જ નહોતી કે કેવું થશે.
Or what will happen.
If you see, Instagram is filled with 25 year, 18 to 25 is 70% of Instagram. So when you decide at the age of 38 કે મારે influencer બનવું છે, I mean, you feel like, aren't you too late to join this? So I didn't want to announce બહુ જ વાંચતે ગાતે કે હું બની ગઈ છું and then not have any direction and them feeling કે તમે શું કર્યું. So and you know they were not on Instagram, so it was like okay જો successful થઈશું તો કઈશું kind of a thing. But I think અત્યારે they are very happy કારણ કે હું જે કરું છું ને બહુ જ graceful કરું છું. Most of my family is on Instagram. મારા પોતાના father in law અને બધા જ in laws are on FB. So they are seeing my picture. And every time I put a picture મને એવું લાગવું જોઈએ કે મારા father ને કે મારા father in law ને એવું ના થવું જોઈએ કે અમારી વહુએ આ graceful નથી લાગી રહી. So that is one thing I promised to myself that I don't want to lose the grace in no matter what I do. અને કોવિડમાં મેં ઘણા બધા શૂટ ઘરે કર્યા because we didn't want to go out and all. તો my father in law was very excited. મારા mother in law અને great grandmother in law તો of course they are very interested. કઈ પટોળા આવે કે કઈ fashion નું આવે તેમને જોવાનું બહુ જ ગમે. પણ my father in law would always come give me a good corner કે અહીંયા બહુ સારા ફોટા આવશે, આ લઈ લો. અને he was so encouraging. For my husband also, like he is not very vocal, but he never minded कि હું આ કરું છું. He always appreciates. Yes, and ક્યારેક પણ અત્યારે પણ કોઈ એવું કહે કે તારી વાઈફ બહુ જ મોટી બ્લોગર છે તો એને ક્યાં એવું નથી થતું because he has made his niche. એ લોકો એમની એરિયામાં એટલા બધા સક્સેસફુલ છે કે એમને it doesn't bother me for whatever small thing I do. પેપરમાં મારો ફોટો આવે તો they are really proud. They show it to everybody. Every morning અત્યારે નવરાત્રીમાં તો મારું ફેમિલી ડિસ્કશન એ જ હોય કે ફોટો જુઓ દત્તન ફોટો આવ્યો છે દેખાડીએ અને ઘરના they see. So I think that matters. When your family is not happy somehow, you don't get that joy.
But now you managed best of both.
Best of both. Yes, I am blessed to have that. They don't know. My parents always ask મારી બર્થડે પર બહુ જ બધા વિશ કરવા આવ્યા અને મળવા આવ્યા રેસ્ટોરન્ટમાં. તો my dad genuinely ask કે બધા કેમ તારી જોડે ફોટો પડાવવા આવે છે. તો that is very cute. That is very sweet કે my family doesn't get like overwhelmed with what I do, but they really appreciate. They see my picture. They feel very happy. They are happy કે I am doing something that I love. ઇઝી નથી કારણ કે હવે ભાઈ હું બહુ જ બધું ફેશન શૂટ કરીને ગઈ હું ને મહારાજ ના આવ્યા હોય તો તે લાઈક મહારાજ નથી આવ્યા કાઇન્ડ ઓફ અ લાઈન તો વિથ માય ફૂલ મેકઅપ એન્ડ દેટ ગાગરા ચોલી આવે ને કિચન કુકિંગ એવા પણ ક્યારેક દિવસો આવ્યા છે.
But that's what I wanted to ask that what is it like when it comes to social media we always believe that the life on camera and off camera are very different. What do you have to say about your off camera life?
See, my off camera life is equally glamorous. I love glamour. That is how I even walk into school to drop my daughter and my friends can vouch for it. Sari che, but then there are rainy days where you have to go there, staff nathi. We had a great grandfather-in-law who was like 93. Ji hamari jode baach hai, who was 90 years old. So when those days come, you have to compromise and say ke na emni health, emni family priority che. So that is how we work. And I think off camera karta what I have faced a lot is a jealousy in the field. તમે જે માણસો જોડે એકદમથી being nobody hang out કરતા હો and all of a sudden you become a face of a city. તો હું એ જગ્યાએ હોઉં ને તો women jealousy is that thing.
Especially in the fashion industry.
Fashion કે
વધારે
fashion industry is see એમાં કેવું છે કે અમુક લોકોએ there are very less influencer અમદાવાદમાં. So some people work with a certain prices and all. તો એમને એવું થાય કે ભાઈ તું કેમ કોઈ આટલામાં કરી લે છે તું કેમ ફ્રીમાં કરે છે. I think somehow they might be feeling that because I'm impacting the overall influencer marketing thing. પણ મારું
your goal is different from
my goal is different. કોઈ મને આજે 10,000 રૂપિયા આપે તો એ માણસ જ્યાં સુધી 1 લાખ ના કમાય ત્યાં સુધી I don't get the work satisfaction. That is my motto. I cannot walk in, take my money and leave them on their own.
Just because the work is
is done. That is not my job. Till you make 1 lakh I feel like I am responsible for generating that market and putting all my efforts. That is my motto. So to an extent એ વસ્તુ થઈ હમણાં જ we did એક NGO છે who does skin sutra કરીને જે લોકોને કોવિડમાં કચ્છના કારીગરોની પાસે ખાવાનું નહોતું એમને પ્રમોટ કરવા એક ડોક્ટર બ્રધર્સે આ ઇનિશિયેટિવ ચાલુ કર્યું છે. તો એમાં when I went and I came to know about initiative and I could help and I was so thankful કે આટલું સરસ તમે કામ કર્યું અમારા માટે. ours is an NGO work. તો that brings a lot of satisfaction. કે રિતુ કુમાર ને અબુજાની મોટા મોટા લેવલ મને રેકગ્નિશન આપે પણ એ રેકગ્નિશન ને હું ક્યાંક કોન્ટ્રીબ્યુટ કરી શકું છું. So that is a very fulfilling job. અને at the end you know you feel burnt out. તમે બહુ જ જગ્યાએ દોડો છો. I am a mother, I am in a joint family. હું મારી કેપેસિટીથી બહાર like last week I have taken dolo 6 times a week. કારણ કે માય બોડી ફિઝિકલી એટલું બધું નથી દોડી શકતું. ગરબા શૂટ કિડ બધું નથી મેનેજ થતું. પણ એ બધાનો બહુ શોખ છે. ક્યાંય મને કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ નથી કરવું. મારે બધા શોખ પૂરા કરવા છે. અને ધેટ મિનિટ તમને થોડી નેગેટિવિટી આવે તમને થોડી જેલસી આવે when people make fun of you. Yes, it's all part and parcel and it bothers you a lot of time. I feel કે હું જેવી મારી સિમ્પલ લાઈફ જીવતી હતી I was fine because then I felt like I was loved more by others. I was not under constant camera and radar. I was not made fun of for certain things. But I've made peace with it. કે હવે you have gone to public level. તમને જો 36,000-38,000 લોકો કેમેરા પર જોવાના હોય they all are not going to like you.
True.
They all are not going to agree to what you do. But as long as you maintain your grace, as long as your family is okay with it, doesn't matter.
True.
I can sleep peacefully કે મને લાગે કે મેં સરસ કામ કર્યું છે. That is what matters. તમને ગમ્યું તો I am more than happy. તમને ના ગમ્યું તો I'll try to do better, but
that's all you can.
That is true. Yes.
And you also said that transition to influencer at the age of 38 was not a big deal for you.
Yes.
But tell us about the most challenging phase of your life where you felt like you're really tested.
I am tested when people like to point out the age because that was they want to put it as a down part कि भाई हमें तो 25 पर छी हमें आ करी છે मैं travel કરી શકી છે मैं બધું see I have a certain limit અત્યારે હું travel blogging માં I cannot go because I cannot leave my child. I have responsibility. I cannot travel Maldives 10 days like anybody else who is 25 and not married and just have fun with the friends. એ મારું restriction છે પણ એની જોડે that became my niche. The brands, the jewelry brands, મોટા designers જેમના કપડા 2 થી 3 લાખના હોય છે. See now at this age I have a group, a social network and I have a followers who are into that. જેમની પાસે budget છે where in
they want to spend.
Yes, they can spend. તો જ્યારે બહુ જ young influencer હોય જે કોલેજમાં જતા હોય when people are following them they are college kids who have a budget of probably 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 na pocket money. They are not going to buy diamond jewelry on their own. They are not going to buy Ritu Kumarni saree on their own. સો એ લોકો એ વસ્તુ 30,000 જોશે પણ એમાંથી એક બાય નહીં કરી શકે જ્યારે મારામાં 30,000 જોશે તો એમાંથી 100 લોકો આવીને બાય કરશે એન્ડ દેટ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ બીકેમ માય નિશ દેટ વર્કડ ફોર મી અને આઈ થિંક મને જ્યારે આમાં બહુ જ હેઝિટન્ટ ને ડબલ માઇન્ડ થતી હતી કે ભાઈ આ એજ પર કરાય હું મજાકનું પાત્ર તો નહીં બનું ત્યારે મને થયું કે જેમ હું ગ્રો થઈશ 38 પર તો મારા ફોલોઅર ગ્રો નહીં થાય ડુ દે નોટ વોન્ટ ટુ સી કે એટ 45 હાઉ ડુ યુ લુક ગ્રેસફુલ હાઉ ડુ યુ મેન્ટેન યોરસેલ્ફ વોટ ડુ યુ ઈટ હાઉ ડુ યુ રેઝ યોર ચાઇલ્ડ તમે એમને ક્યાં મોકલો છો તમે એમને શું કરાવો છો એમને ત્યારે જોવું હશે so it will never be there અને at the end of it મને એમ થયું કે આપણા ઘરની દુકાન છે કઈ 5 રૂપિયા મારે નાખવાના નથી ધ ગુજરાતી within me felt કે કોઈ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ નથી ઘરની દુકાન છે તું કર ચાલી પડી થી તો દિલથી કર જે દિવસે તને થાય કે મજા નથી આવતી બંધ કરી દો and any time somebody says કે તું તો છા ગઈ and this and that I tell this one line 4 दिन की चांदनी the day I started I have this in my mind that this is a very temporary phase. It's not like I'm a builder ને હું બિલ્ડિંગ ઊભી કરી રહી છું. This is Instagram. કાલે FB છે, Instagram છે, Twitter છે, જતા પણ રહે. Right? તો શું? તો મેં જે કર્યું છે that is going to be all coming to zero. પણ that is one thing કે મને એકડે એકથી શરૂ કરવાનો કોઈ જ વાંધો નથી. You tell me on 50 કે તારે આ કરવાનું છે મને I don't think I'll mind. Okay, I'll start. મેં સ્કૂલ નવી કરી છે from engineer to VP to Manhattan to Ahmedabad to
so you're not scared of change.
I'm not scared and I feel like I need to evolve to stay this young, to stay this fit. You are 25 probably અને મને તારી જોડે equally મજા આવે છે તને મારી જોડે equally મજા આવે છે and I feel like we get the vibe of each other and that is what I want to do in my life so it's okay and I don't let that get into my head also કે આ તું કંઈક મોટી થઈ ગઈ છે તે કંઈક અચીવ કર્યું છે બીકોઝ આઈ હેવ સીન માય ડેડ નોટ બિંગ કલેક્ટર ને કલેક્ટર તરીકે શું પાવર હતો અને અત્યારે જે લાઈફ જીવે છે and I think I've learned that one thing from him
that power comes
કે the power comes and power goes if you let that get into your head એના વગર તમે જીવી નથી શકવાના then you will find your life is empty even though you have everything તો તમને એ લાઈફ એવી નથી ગમવાની અલ્ટિમેટલી સો I don't let that get into my head. That is one thing I have to maintain.
And tell us what is the next level for you? I mean what else would you want to do?
I want to grow out of Gujarat. I think છે ને મને એક point હવે એવો થઈ ગયો છે કે I have worked with such amazing brands. I have been really blessed by people around me that trust on a kind of brands that has come to Ahmedabad. મને એમ થાય છે કે now whatever value that I add એ મને વેલ્યુ એડ કરવાની બદલે કે મને ગ્રોથ આપવાની બદલે this is what I'm bringing to desk for them. મારે I want to go out of Gujarat, I want to go into Bombay, I want to go into Delhi, I want to go into probably New York. જે હવે કોવિડનો સિનારીઓ પતે તો ત્યાં જઈને I want to bring something અને bring little bit of global fashion into Ahmedabad. બહુ જ આપણે જે same to same ઘાઘરા, same jewelry, same this, same that બહુ જ કર્યું. So I want to bring that something to Ahmedabad because see Ahmedabad is not Delhi, Ahmedabad is not Bombay. તમે as is કોઈ વસ્તુ લઈને અહીંયા મૂકીને you cannot expect કે 100 people will wear it and can walk out. Male fashion is something કારણ કે દિલ્હીના મેલ જુઓ ને they look like modern. એમને ગમે તે આપી દો એ પહેરી લે હવે અમદાવાદમાં તમારે કંઈ પણ વેચવું હોય for male fashion you get restricted you have to make them look good.
True.
So I want to do something for that also eventually અને મને grow થવું છે like Bombay, Delhi to New York. I want to grow as I want to be in fashion. I want to do lifestyle also but I want to focus on fashion because that's where my heart lies. અને somebody just turned 101. I forgot that lady's name. She's a global figure. Yes, Iris. Yeah. So like that, I feel like even if I live 80 years, I want to be that fashionable and sitting in the chair and sipping wine and living like that life. Yeah. So I want to shape that up in future.
So you mean to say that does aging affect you? I mean, that's one of the things that women are constantly told about, like use anti-aging or just your youth is so important. Right. But has it subconsciously ever impacted you, the age bit?
When I celebrated my 40th, it did. I said it's 40th, my secret 40th. I don't want to make it a big deal because it is going to hit me. Those big numbers always
especially
hit
in
you.
the fashion industry.
The fashion industry, those big numbers hit you. Jim 30, 40, 50,
milestones.
It hits you. But I feel like I think I'm doing extremely good for 40. When I look at my Badda's classmate, like from 12 schools, I've like probably had 100, 200 classmates. Touch my shoe. When I look at them, I'm like, oh my god, Amni joda school Datta, you did pretty good. You looking pretty good. So I think I have to motivate myself. It doesn't come. It doesn't come like તમે 20 વર્ષના હોને મિરરમાં જુઓ ને તમને તમારી જાત ગમવા માંડે. You don't instantly fall in love with yourself. તમને કંઈક ક્યાંક bother કરે અને you have to push that. કે you did fairly well. You have maintained your figure well. તું તારી સ્કિનનું સારું ધ્યાન રાખે છે, તું આ સારું કરે છે, નાનો મોટો પુશ આજે ને કાલે તમારે આપવો પડે. I don't want to get into heavy editing. That is what I've told one thing. કે મને daylight વાળા પિક્ચર આપો, મને heavy editing ના આપો.
You want to keep it as simple as possible.
As simple, but at the same time એકદમ લગર વગર નહીં કે ઘરેથી નીકળી ગયા છે. You know, put nicely together, presentable. સરસ મેકઅપ કરો. જે મેકઅપ થી હું દરરોજ મેકઅપ કરું છું since probably last 1 year. પણ હજી મારી સ્કિન સારી છે તો એવું શીખો કે શું તમે મેકઅપ કરો, શું તમે ખાઓ. I am associated with lot of fitness brands, Pilates માટે, other brands, other food, Hypoxy, the machine weight loss, the dietitian brands, food brands. So I want to show કે ભાઈ 40 પર પણ તમારે શું કરવાનું છે, બેસ્ટ લાગવાનું છે compared to other 40s. Don't compare yourself with the 20s.
True.
50 ના તમારા જે 100 જણા છે એમાં તમે કેવા 50 પર લાગો છો એવો બેન્ચમાર્ક સેટ કરો. તમે don't get overwhelmed because it does get overwhelmed. When I see other influencers, તમે 100 ઇન્ફ્લુએન્સર ને ખોલો ને ત્યારે તમને એવું જ થાય કે બાપરે આ તો કેટલી પાતળી છે, આ તો કેવી સરસ લાગે છે.
This is the field where you get anxiety or depression. Like many youngsters feel that.
Yes.
Have you ever like?
No, I think as a Leo I'm very overconfident.
Great for you.
So it doesn't bother me. મને એમ લાગે કે સારું જ લાગે છે, સરસ જ છે. So I think that over the period જે over confidence છે, that has
paid off for you.
It has worked for me. It has worked for me. And I think what I said as a line is કે તમારી boundaries માં તમે કેવું કરી રહ્યા છો, તમારી એજ હોવાનું છે. I cannot compare myself with you. I cannot compare myself with anybody. મને એમ થાય કે હું શું કરતી હતી ને આજે શું કરું છું વર્ષ પહેલા, એ મારી within my boundaries, within all my restrictions, without being a rebel. તમે every life જે હું 15 પર બધામાં rebel કરતી હતી હું આજે ના કરી શકું. I cannot say કે હું તો રસોઈ નહીં જ બનાવવા, મારું જોબ નથી, કે હું તો આ નહીં જ કરું, છોકરો એકલો મારી જવાબદારી નથી. I cannot say that. I have many roles. Without being rebelling to everything, તમે કેવી રીતે બાઉન્ડરીમાં વર્ક કરી શકો એ તમારે શીખવાનું છે. And that is what matters to me.
And tell us that if there is one thing, one advice you can give to your younger self, what would it be?
That I knew fashion is my passion. So without thinking કે સ્માર્ટ છોકરા એન્જિનિયરિંગમાં જાય, આ જ સોસાયટી છે, આ જ કરવાનું છે, આ જ nobody said that. My parents were very okay with it. Nobody said. પણ મેં મારી જાતને એવું કીધું, I wish મેં ના કીધું હોત, મેં ફેશનને જ ફોલો કર્યું હોત, નિફ્ટ કર્યું હોત, હું જાતે ડિઝાઇનર બની હોત. આ કરિયરને મેં જે 2 વર્ષ આપ્યા હોત એને હું 22 વર્ષ આપી હોત. I would have sat here with 22 years of experience. So
that was
so just follow your passion. Don't think too much.
True. So Datta, thank you for sharing insights in your life. It was very interesting to know your journey, your challenges and your future plans. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And for more such interesting stories, for more such interviews, keep watching Vibes of India. Thank you.